It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson, he's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
Set, ready, strike it, block 40.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
The Saints hit 9-3 here on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. We're scoreless after one. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Kamara up the middle. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Second and 8.
Jackson. Flush to his right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Flushed out right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Again, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. being chased out left. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Devin Duvernay.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 75.
And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Black Ultra.
Back to throw now on first down.
Locates Kamara on the out route.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Black shot.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Saints first.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
60 red. 60 red.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll drop to throw.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
59 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pete Werner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. But it's caught. Tompkins.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
73 yards.
And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Give that sack to the linebacker, Jayon Brown. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Badgley's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flush to his right. Finding Taysom Hill complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Eluding. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Black shot. Hey, red.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Blue striker. Go pink. Edo blue. Jackrabbit. Jackson.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They'll begin on the ground. And he lost the football. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more